rangka persiapan akreditasi yang lebih bagus. Saya kira itu, dan dengan mengucap Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, acara webinar ini secara resmi saya nyatakan dibuka. Selamat mengikuti, ambil hikmahnya, ambil pelajarannya. Terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Rektor Pamulang University, Dr. Haji Dayat Hidayat MM. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we are here. The total of our participants is 1,229, and we have 65 articles. Ladies and gentlemen, we come to our main program, plenary session. The plenary session will be led by our moderator, Dr. Mary Suhartini. First of all, allow me to introduce our moderator, Dr. Mary Suhartini. Dr. Mary Suhartini graduated from Gunma University, Japan. She is a researcher in National Nuclear Energy Agency, Batam, since 1988, yes, and lecturer in Pamulang University since 2003, and also principal investigator in research contract with International Atomic Energy Agency, IEAE, since 2019 as a national project coordinator on regional project under IAEA since 2014. Dr. Mary Suhartini, time is yours.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Umi Rosilawati, for very good introductory. Okay, well, distinguished Director of Pamulang University, Dr. Haji Dayat Hidayat MM, distinguished Director of Postgraduate of Pamulang University, Dr. Sarwani MTMM, distinguished invited speaker, and all participants of the first International Conference on Management and Science, ICoMS 20. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good afternoon. Once again, I would like to welcome all of you to this important conference. Hopefully, we will get what we have been expecting from this conference. As mentioned by Dr. Umi previously, I will be moderating a plenary session. The plenary session will be opened by keynote speech, which will be delivered by Dr. Sarwani. Then will be continued with the first invited speaker, Dr. Taswanda Taryo. Then the second invited speaker is Professor Dr. Suemer Sahin. The third invited speaker is Dr. Avinas Pawar, and the fourth invited speaker is Professor Dr. Nguyen Chingon. Well, now we are starting with the keynote speech, which will be delivered by Dr. Sarwani. Here is the curriculum vitae of Dr. Sarwani. Dr. Sarwani received his Bachelor of Chemical Engineering from the National Development University Yogyakarta, the Master of Industrial Engineering from ISTN Jakarta, and he has another Master of Management from STIM Jakarta, and received his Doctor of Management Science from Pasundan University Bandung. His career started at Batam, our National Atomic Energy Agency, as a researcher from 1985 to 2015, then as a lecturer of Faculty of Engineering of Pamulang University from 2005 to 2012, Then as a lecturer of postgraduate program Pamulang University from 2012 up to now, and then as a director of postgraduate program of Pamulang University from 2016 up to now. And he has also several abroad training course experience in France, Japan, Germany, Austria, and so on. Well, Dr. Sarwani, time is yours.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you very much, Mr. Mary Suhartini, distinguished Chairman of Group Sasmita Jaya Foundation, Dr. Honoris Causa Haji Darsono, distinguished Rector of Pamulang, Dr. Dayat Hidayat, distinguished invited speakers, Professor Dr. Samar Sahin from the University of Başakşehir and Beşiktaş, Istanbul, Turkey, Professor Dr. Nguyen Chi Ngon from the University of Kanto, Vietnam, Dr. Avinash Pawar MBA from the University of Pune, India, Dr. Taswanda Taryo from the National Nuclear Energy Agency, Batam, Indonesia, distinguished speakers, participants, and all students that I'm very proud of wherever you are. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Afternoon. First of all, let us thank very much to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, the God of Majesty, merciful and compassionate, who has given us faith, strength, and health, and hence we are still able to hold the first international conference on management and science. The theme of the conference is the application of management information system and high technology to fulfill the daily life satisfaction of the 5G society. The success of this conference is able to be sustained due to the collaboration between the University of Pamulang and the another universities of Başakşehir and Beşiktaş, Istanbul, Turkey, the University of Kanto, Vietnam, the University of Pune, India, and the National Nuclear Energy Agency, Batam, Indonesia. Therefore, I am highly appreciative to all invited speakers who spend their time and efforts, so they are all now able to participate in the conference to update the role of management information system combined with 5G internet in our daily life. However, due to pandemic COVID-19, we are only to hold the conference through virtual or online. Distinguished students, ladies and gentlemen, it is informed that around 1,229 participants are present at this time, and the agenda consists of not only the speech from all invited speakers, which will be delivered in a plenary session, but also from the other speakers presented in parallel sessions. I am very sure that all speakers will broaden new knowledge and experience for all of us, and hence we believe that the integration of 5G and high technology as this conference them will be very useful in our daily life. Distinguished students, ladies and gentlemen, it is noted that of the use of management information system mostly correlates to that of internet and based on one analysis. The internet users in Indonesia grow rapidly, namely 89.32 millions in 2015 and 126.89 millions in 2020, almost 50% of Indonesia's current population, 267 millions. In Indonesia has been of 19% internet user growth for the period of 2015 up to 2020. And this is the fastest in the world. Moreover, the internet users are predicted to be 139.54 millions in 2022. In addition, the progress of 5G is amazing in China, which officially launched 5G networks on the 1st of November 2020. Although Indonesia is a bit late to prepare the 5G infrastructures, we are very optimistic to run the 5G for multiple purposes in few years. Distinguished students, ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to update the University of Pamulang, which has established since 2005. The University of Pamulang, with its abbreviated name UNPAM, is one of the private universities located at South Tangerang City. UNPAM was handled by Sasmita Jaya Foundation, and after operating for 15 years under Yayasan Sasmita Jaya Foundation, today UNPAM has 6 faculties: Economy Faculty, Technical Faculty, Law Faculty, Literature Faculty, Education Faculty, and Science Faculty. With 15 study program undergraduate levels: management, accounting, mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, industrial engineering, chemical engineering, computer science, mathematics, law, English literature, Indonesian literature, civic education, economic education, and to diploma level accounting and secretary. Besides this, we have postgraduate programs, Magister of Management and Magister of Law. In the process of conducting education, UNPAM always focus on the principle that education is for all Indonesian people. It does mean that education at UNPAM is for all economic levels or social classes of society. Education principle made by UNPAM has made UNPAM popular in society. The society has very positive response. Hence, from years to years, UNPAM has increased the number of students. Now, UNPAM has got 100,000 students who study in 3 big campuses: Building A, Building B, and Building C. The pandemic COVID-19 has hit the country since March 2020. So the university has surely implemented all lecturing through e-learning. To support the country program on 5G application in education, the university is ready to be a pioneer to develop mutual benefit collaboration, not only with domestic universities all over the country, but also with foreign universities spread out in Asia Pacific. Distinguished students, ladies and gentlemen, finally, I would like to highlight that this international conference is a very good media to share the latest information on 5G progress all over the globe by the invited speakers from Turkey, India, and Vietnam. I am also very appreciative to the all speakers and participants who have supported this international conference. Indeed, I thank you very much to the organizing committee making this conference take place very well. Be happy and productive on the first International Conference on Management and Science 2020. Thank you very much, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sarwani, for interesting keynote speech. Well, now we are going to the first invited speaker. The first invited speaker is Dr. Taswanda Taryo. Dr. Taswanda Taryo is a researcher in National Nuclear Energy Agency Batam and lecturer in Pamulang University. His presentation is the current status of MIS in Indonesia to face the G5 society. Here is the curriculum vitae of Dr. Taswanda Taryo. Dr. Taswanda Taryo graduated his bachelor in physics from Bandung Institute of Technology in 1981 and graduated Master of Chemical Engineering from University of New Brunswick, Canada in 1991, graduated PhD of Simulation and Computation from Gajah Mada University in 2003, and he has many job experiences, but I will read only some of it. I will choose some. From 2016 to 2017, he was a CEO of Project Management Organization for ERDA to organize all activities related to the preparation of conceptual basic design of RDA. And he was a deputy chairman of Batam for nuclear energy technology from 2014 to 2016. And so many, yes, but I will choose some. And he was Secretary General of Batam from 2011 to 2014. And in 2014, he was alternate member of National Energy Chamber. And 2011 to 2016, he was President Commissioner of the state-owned company for nuclear industry in Indonesia, or we call Inuki Limited Company. At present, from 2018 up to now, he is a senior researcher in Batam and lecturer in Pamulang University. That are some of his achievements. I will not read all because so many achievements. So, well, Dr. Taswanda, time is yours. The presentation, Dr. Taswanda, the presentation will be 45 minutes, 30 minutes for presentation, and 15 minutes for question and answer. Okay. Time is yours.
Okay. Thank you very much. So, the time of the lesson as follows. From Dr. Hidayat MM, Distinguished Director of Graduate Studies of Unpam University, Dr. Sarwani, distinguished invited speakers, Professor Sahin from Turkey, and then the Professor Ngon from Vietnam, and also Dr. Afinas Pawar from India, and wish the all participants and my beloved Undam Sudan wherever you are. First of all, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much for the organizing committee who has given me the opportunity to deliver the presentation with the title, The Prospect of 5G Technology in Our Life. Ladies and gentlemen, so I'm really sorry, I have the problem. Just a minute. Oh.
You can adjust the percentage, Mr. Taswanda.
This one. Oh, why?
In the bottom left.
Bottom left.
And in the bottom right.
Oh yeah. Okay. I think probably. Okay. Bottom left. I'm really sorry. Oh.
Itu saya lagi seminar.
I'm sorry. No problem. Would you like to help me, please?
It's enough, I think so.
How come? Sorry.
It's enough. Okay.
Oh. Excuse me. Would you like to help me?
You have to get from the, what is it? The full view, and then after that you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
and then you can adjust the percentage. The percentage.
It's okay now?
It's okay now.
Yeah, okay. Okay, well, I'm really sorry about that. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm really sorry about what happened. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to, before my presentation, I would like to tell a matter to be presented. First of all, I would like to explain about the management information system at the aim of the management information setup. And after that, we follow with the 1 to 5G time sequences and data mining. Since the data mining is very important, so I would like to tell about what we do. And after that, I will follow with the 5G business specification. And also I would like to tell about the 5G progress in some developed countries. And I think in the core of my presentation, I will like to tell about the 5G technology model in education. And of course, my presentation will be ended by, yeah, well, the definition of the information system, or MIS. The MIS is a computer system consisting of the hardware and software that serve as the backbone of an organization operation. And the MIS gathers data from multiple online systems, analyzes the information, and report data in management. So, ladies and gentlemen, the aim of MIF itself to provide information for decision maker on planning. For example, like if you are a leader in the company, that I think what you have to do at the beginning of operation your company is you have to state about the vision and mission of your company, and also probably you have to define about what targets should be earned at the end of the year. And after that, one plan completed, and you have to organize your company. For example, how many people in your company and how many divisions you have. So, and after that, one planning or that is completed, and you have to actually implement the company itself. For example, like what is the milestone really in a couple of months or a semester of the end of the year. When the planning organizing actually completed, then you have to run the company and you have to control the company itself. For example, probably you can provide like the bi-weekly meeting or bi-monthly meeting or quarter meeting, even semester meeting, and of course the annual meeting at the end of the year. And of course, the aim of MIS is to provide process synergy organization. You have to make sure that what's going on in your company, and you have to make sure that there is a harmony between all people in your company itself. Well, now I would like to tell about the 1G to 5G time sequences and data mining itself. So probably we went back to the our time about the 1980 at the time. So we remember, we all recall that 5G, 1G came at the time, and we were very happy because we can make a mobile voice call only. But after that, in 1990, 2G came to the globe, and at the time, people were very happy as well because they could make mobile video call, and also you can make an SMS from your mobile to your friend probably, or maybe to your parent and so on. When the 2G was over, very close to 2000, then 3G technology came, and of course, people at the time have been happier because they were able to make like mobile web browsing. Since then, since 2000, so remember that Facebook came to the globe, YouTube came to the globe, Twitter came to the globe, and also there are so many social media appear in the globe, and probably you can create your Facebook, your YouTube content, also even though it's about the Google itself. And when the 3G offer at the end of or very close to 2010, and 4G is coming, and then we were of course very happy because at the time we can make mobile video consumption and also higher data speed. You remember, for example, like we have the size film of something like 3G or 4 gigabytes. So if you would like to download the film, that it will take about some minutes, 5 to 7 minutes for the technology. So now we were very lucky of all, of course, because 5G came for this year, and not this year actually, the end of 2019. So the technology of 5G is dedicated to enhance experience and also for drive digitalization of industry. So, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished participant and my beloved student, wherever you are. So, people, really human, is developed or produce a lot of data in terms of very big size and quantities, especially in economy, medical support, whether it's astronomy, etc. But what I would like to tell here, really, I would like to tell about the medical. So regarding medical activities, for example, there should be a lot of very big size and quantity data implemented. For example, if there is so many fields can be made in the hospital using the eye, for example, and also for X-ray, a lot of very big size and quantities developed through the medical activity. And of course, about the weather, I think the principally, if we are talking about the weather, the more data we have for the weather, so the more accurate we will predict. So, but really, if the more data we would like to have, of course, we should spend a lot of money for that. So, for example, like I would like to tell about data growth in the globe. You see, like in astronomy, I can give you an example talking about the Sloan Digital Sky Survey. For example, like New Mexico in 2000, they processed about 140 terabytes over 10 years. And even for a Rubin Observatory Survey Telescope, a child in 2020, so they will require about 140 terabytes every 5 days. So it's a huge of data has been processed using the digital survey and also Rubin Observatory. And for biology and medical, especially for European Bioinformatics Institute, 220 petabyte of data. Petabyte means 10 to 15 bytes for genomic data double in each year. So in the following year, for this year, 20 petabyte, next year will be 40 petabyte, the following years will be 80 petabyte and so on. And even a single square human genome can be around 140 gigabyte in size. So I should say that we are in data drowning example. For example, like the market of Globe mobile phone in the 2018, there are 2.9 billion smartphone user in the globe. And of course, increased very well for the smartphone user in 2020, close to 3.5 billion user in all over the globe. So if we are thinking about the data quantity and web and social network, something like Google process about 100 petabyte per day using 3 million servers, while Facebook 300 petabyte in 10 to 15 user data per day. So YouTube to store about 1,000 petabyte or 1 exabyte for video. So it's a huge data in size quantity have been developed in Google, Facebook, YouTube, and so on. So we are in data drowning, of course, starting knowledge. So that's why we are starting for knowledge. That's why we have to create what we call like the big data mining. What big data mining is, and I would like to tell in short. So data mining means we start from the data collection. We have a lot of huge data, big size, big quantities. So and after that, we put something here, over here by using like a specific formula or maybe a specific algorithm. Then finally we have a knowledge. So now not only we have a big data, but we now also we also have the new knowledge for estimating something in the future. So to change data in knowledge, what we call like data mining, mean by using that knowledge, humans are able to estimate and predict what's happening in the future. So I'll give you an example. For example, if we would like to predict about the Indonesian population in 2050, it's very simple, because after we had the data something like 2000 and 2010, 2015, and 2020, then by using those data and using the specific formula, finally we can estimate the prediction of population Indonesia 2020, even 2050. And the other thing, the advantages of the data mining, so we can assist the process and policy decision for the future, for example. So this is the example. For example, we have got a certain school, 1,000 student campus taken, something like the identity of the each student, gender, male or female, and also grading of national exam, original school, and science or non-science, and also is the student graduated at due time or not. So by using the data mining, so finally the graduation prediction of student can be resulted. For example, finally at the end of the prediction, we can know exactly, for example, how many people of student graduated at due time, and how many % of students graduated and not at due time, and how many students fail at the same time, for example. So here, so I should say that from stupid application to smart application, if we have the academic information system by using the data mining, finally we will have the tuition prediction system of students. If we have something like registration system for election, then finally we will have election result prediction. If we have reporting system for office wealth of the kekayaan pejabat, then at the end we will have corruptors prediction system. Like this example for number 3, for example, we have collection about the 1,000 pejabat, like something like the government officer. Then at the end we can predict how many percent the possibility of the 1,000 probably will be corrupted. So we can predict about that. So finally, this is the example of knowledge management companies, for example, like Gojek transportation company, without having any taxes on motorbike at all. And Google, the world's largest company, on the media advertising company without content. Everybody, every member of Google made the content to become famous all over the globe. Alibaba, even the most valuable retailer, and they have no stock warehouse at all. And for the last, Airbnb, the largest accommodation provider without hell or in. So this is the those, for example, of the very successful knowledge management companies. Now, I will be talking about our 5G general spec and 5G technology progress in some developed countries. Here, this is the differences of 5G technology in terms of, for example, about the bandwidth and the frequency technology and multiple sets. From here, if we are talking about speed, so which is related to the bandwidth of data, so 4G come from 2 megabyte per second to 1 gigabyte, and 5G provides more than that, starting from 1 gigabyte per second until the higher aspect request. For example, 2 gigabyte is possible, 3 gigabyte, even more than that. Band of frequency, of course, is much higher compared to 4G, and for sure this is the guarantee that the 5G technology will be much better compared to 4G. Technology is also much better, and finally, multiple access. There should be much more multiple access can be made using the 5G technology. So in the simple way, if we are talking about the frequency, if we are talking 4G, then it is assured that 5G technology will be at least 100 times faster than 4G technology. And in regarding about the capacity, then by using 5G technology, there should be many devices can be connected to the network. The latency, meaning that the time needed when you send a message from your mobile phone to your friend, and the time when your friend accepted the message, so we call it the latency. So if you are talking about the latency time in 4G, it could be something like millisecond, but in 5G technology, it should be virtually zero. So it is really amazing. So regarding about reliability of 4G and 5G, probably sometimes you are on and off in your mobile phone because of far or near to the home base, but it could not be happening if the 5G technology is coming in your mobile phone. Super fast. It's incredible. Now I would like to talk about the prospect of 5G technology in Canada based on the May 2020 news. Most all expert in education in Canada say that 5G technology with its increased speed and reliability could help make it happen more quickly. They really hope that the 5G technology could happen very soon in Canada, with the population is something like 52. And also the specialist economists and research analysts, I think education is to be disrupted, a little bit of creative destruction. It really hope that by the existence of 5G technology, so a lot of people will be more creative, will be creative to, for example, to to develop such the 5G technology for education. And also the COVID-19 public health crisis has forced educators to set up digital classroom, exposing some of the shortfall into the technology that will be more heavily reliant on the future, meaning that they are very sure that we are all will be happily depending on 5G technology in the future. So this is the Prospect 5 technology in the USA based on the May 2019 news. So EdTech Challenge is a company with focus on education. So 5G takes everything 4G long-term evolution does and make it better, faster, and more reliable, meaning that the 5G technology, it is assured to be much better than 4G technology. And the 5G will have students may tour to human body or visit other planet using the virtual reality. For example, if you would like to see about what happened in the star, what happened in the planet, and even the galaxy, so by using the virtual reality, so you can do that. So it is very simple. And also by using the augmented reality or AR, they can explore concept through touch, pinching and zooming to the earth layer as fast as they think it. It is impossible if you would like to come into the earth, but by using AR and of course the combining with the simulation, so you can know exactly what's going on the inner layer of the earth. Download video in seconds, like I mentioned before. For example, you have the film with the size of 2 or 3 gigabytes, so it will take about 5 to 7 minutes using 4G. But if you use 5G, it takes just a second. So you can imagine it. That's why Gen Z people, young people, love video, because YouTube is also the preferred educational resource because it is very fast for them to download the film and anything they really want. So Harvard Prospect in Indonesia itself, based on the November 2019 news, the 5G cellular network technology is expected to enter Indonesia in 2022. Based on the statement of the chairman of Association of Indonesian Cellular Operator, Redik Adiansa, by that time of news. And also local cellular operators have been conducting 5G network trials in 2017. Then we were very busy in 2017 to conduct for the preparation of 5G network in Indonesia. And I really hope the trial are expected to run until 2020. So, and after then, the 5G technology will be completed very soon then. So how about the others? Internet user like Mr. Sarwani mentioned that in the 2020, almost 126.8 million users of internet, and I really hope it can be 139.5 million in 2022. And also, we should be aware of that the potential economic digital Indonesia is predicted by Bank of Indonesia to be as 150 billion US dollar, equal to 2064 trillion rupiah in 2025. So it's really a big money. And also it is also predicted by Bank of Indonesia that the 5G technology possibly contribute ultimately 9.5% to gross national product, or around something like 2,874 trillion rupiah in 20. You know that the national budget for this year is something like 2,300 trillion. So 2,874 trillion rupiah is a big money. So can be used for education, health, and also for food. It's very good. That's why I would like to remind and to suggest therefore the all Unpam student, please making such a company to focus on the IT, because it will be a very good opportunity to have a very good business and whatever. China, it is very sure that they are leading 5G technology for today, because they have the 800,000 5G base station and also more than 200 million subscribers by the end of 2020. So it's very amazing. And also, they also stated that by end 2020, the 5G subscriber in China would represent 70% of the global subscriber. I mean, the world subscribers, 70% is over there. I think it is very understandable because the China population today is something like 1.4 billion. It's very big population in the world, the biggest in the world. They are also active promoting cross-industry collaboration by fusing 5G, AI, cloud, and computing. They have learned multiple innovative services, including AR, VR, and cloud gaming. So they are really very advanced compared to other countries. So how about in Japan? So really, I should say that if you would like to use 5G technology, then we have to spend a lot of money. That's why Japan, a major mobile carrier, SoftBank and KDDI, to invest a total 38 billion into fifth generation wireless network in Japan over the next decade. For 10 years, they spend something like 38 billion US dollar. And also by March 2022, 50,000 base stations will be provided and for less than 10,000 currently, only 10,000 currently. So for the 2025, 200,000 base stations will be provided to ensure constant 5G access for all in the country will be good. So coalition based in Japan, actually Tokyo or Japanese were very upset because the Olympic postponed because of the COVID. Actually, they would like to show about the 5G progress in their country, something like autonomous car, 5G, 3D athlete, tracking, and a virtual stadium. And also, because of the COVID-19, so it is very good because Japan and also United China and other countries collaborate to make the research and development on 5G technology. So this means that I really hope the 5G technology will be coming very soon to the globe. Singapore is very creative and also very focused. First of all, they would like to focus on maritime, for example, such as for the use of drone, autonomous vessel, automated guided vehicle, communication, etc. And also the 5G technology in Singapore focused to the industry 4G. And finally, the 5G technology focused to the R&D and operation service. Yeah, very good. Because if one time they rule about 5 technology, then 5 technology can be sold to other countries. So should be earning a lot of money then. So now 5G technology in ROK, Republic of Korea. So South Korea reaches 8.65 million 5G subscribers at the end of August 2020, according to that released by the Ministry of Science and Information Communication Technology. And also the some telecommunication company invest something $22.2 billion US through 2022, and they are very serious because they would like to boost 5G infrastructure across the country. This investment will primarily focus on enhancing 5G technology in Seoul and 6 other metropolitan cities. Ladies and gentlemen, and finally, the last part of my presentation, I would like to tell about 5G technology model in education. This is a very important point. I'm very sure that education is one of the very important part in our daily life. Yes, this is the process of 5G technology in education. Actually, the 5G technology will depending on 3 ecosystems. So number 1 is enhanced mobile broadband or EMBB. So number 2 about the machine type communication or MMTC, which is very possibly to provide about the 1 million over square centimeter for the services. And also the 5G technology over ultra reliable, which is possibly to open many system, and also low latency communication, as I mentioned before, is less than 1 millisecond. So for example, like I'm trying to explain, for example, this the three giant technology can provide. Number 1 is so gigabyte can be downloaded in a second, as I mentioned before. And number 2, it is very possible for 5 technology providing about smart home building. Smart home in the future should be very effective and efficient regarding about the energy, about the waste, about the water treatment and other things. And also 5G technique provide about the voice for security, for example, or maybe something not only voice PIN for opening your home, but also the voice can be used for opening your car window, car door. And also the 5G technology can provide about smart city, which is at the time is fully provided by massive machine type communication. And after that, the enhanced mobile broadband as well as ultra low latency communication from 5 technology can provide 3D videos. So it can make the everything will be real life, very close to real life. And also the 5G technology can provide something like ultra high definition screen. It's very, very actively and very, very live for the screen. And also 5G technology can provide work and play in the cloud, meaning that there are so many servers can be integrated in the one cloud because of the EMBB and also the URLLC. And also, as I mentioned before, that 5G technology can provide something like augmented and virtual reality. So also 5G technology is possible to provide the industry education automation, as I mentioned right now. And also should be in the future, should be a lot of self-driving car. A lot of car in front of us, but no driver inside. And of course, mission critical application is one of the things should be provided for by 5G technology itself. This is the one of the 5G Hawaii model based on IMT 2020, mean International Mobile Telecommunication. So this advantage 5G technology from here, you can see in on the lab. So 5G technology for sure can be dedicated for the education, starting from primary, secondary school, and also training institution, vocational colleges, military colleges, and colleges and universities. But I would like to state here that by using 5 technology, they can provide teaching effect AI embedded evaluation. For example, if you would like to evaluate about the teacher, how they learn, so we can make it by as real as possible. And also here, I would like to provide about the intelligent campus management. Also, is very important in 5 technology because at the time campus will be provided by everything. Not only IoT, Internet of Things, but also 5G technology will be available at the time. Intelligent campus, for example, about the e-learning, about the on the real exam, remote teaching, and education, and also about the ID, about the report, and so on and so on. So this the advantage 5 technology can be used not only for primary, secondary school, but until colleges and universities. And for colleges and universities, I would like to tell about the in research, for example. Now, because of the COVID, we cannot make the experiment in the lab, but by the existence of 5 technology, it would be very available because of 5 technology. So this should be amazing because of 5 technology. This is one example of an overview of remote interactive teaching based on the 5G network. For example, there is the main teachers is remote teaching to many campuses. For example, like the campus A, B, C, D, and so on. So many campuses because 5 technology can provide also or integrated cloud activities. That's why the main teachers were explained, and also for the second campus A, B, C, it is also completed by second teacher. So if something not understandable delivered by the main teachers, so the second teacher or the teacher in campus A or B or C will directly explain about the thing that cannot be understood by the student. It is a very good technology of 5G, especially for the education. The advantage 5 technology also an overview of VR AR teaching based on the 5G technology, something like every student use a helmet of 5 teaching, and also there is a 5G network MEC, multiple edge the classification connection, and also there's a cloud platform, VR education cloud platform that There are so many activities over there. And also, as I mentioned before, it is very possibly using 5 technology, then we can use the VR science research, even though we cannot do that not in the lab. And also ER teaching, that meaning that by using the ER teaching that the student can be understanding directly what the thing cannot be understood at all. So it is very good, really. So now for the last thing I would like to tell, really I would like to talk about how the 5G technology in the nuclear engineering technology. So if one side we would like to build nuclear power plant, and of course we should start with nuclear design of the thing. So there should be a lot of calculation, simulation, experiment should be done, and it should develop a lot of size of data and quantities of data itself. And finally, when we coming to the licensing, also most important is to be done accurately and fast, and a lot of documents should be evaluated and recorded as well by the regulatory body. And construction, it is very important to point out, sometimes the owner of the project would like to see about the progress of the real construction in real time. So by using 5 technology, it's very, very simple. Just show the owner of the project. It depends on if we can see the real-time progress of construction using 2D and also 3D model. Commissioning and operation also very important because these 2 methods should be recorded, reviewed, and passed accurately, and also they will develop a lot of data profile. So indeed, the role of 5 technology in nuclear energy technology is a must. So we got a choice. So, and finally, we are coming up to the conclusion, and number 1 is like on the slide, 5 technologies should be accepted for multi-purpose utilization in the near future, probably about a couple of years or 5 years to go from now. And the second, developed countries such as Canada, China, Japan, ROK, Singapore, US, and Indonesia, of course, had made big effort to implement 5G technology and industry and other purposes in the near future. So, of course, education is one of the most important methods in our daily life. So 5G technology combined with AI for education should be done in 5 years or very soon. Last but not least, for this country, of course, for Indonesia, 5G technology commercial operation need a lot of finance. As I mentioned before, should be a lot of money should be provided for the arrangement of 5G technology. So I suggested that state-owned enterprises related to the IT, like BUMN and private company, must fully involve in the 5G software and hardware arrangement to make sure that 5G technology to be available in this country 2022 at the latest. So otherwise, ours will be far behind theirs. Canada, China, Japan, ROK, Singapore, US, etc. Thank you very much for your attention, and distinguished ladies and gentlemen, if you would like to further more detail about my presentation, you can see directly about my references, something like 19 references. Again, thank you very much, Madam Chair.
I have a question.
Oh, thank you very much, Dr. Taswanda Taryo. Very interesting and great presentation. Okay. Before going to the question, I would like to read some summarize of his presentation. His presentation really very interesting to show us how important we have to prepare for 5G. China, Canada, US already started, and we hope to start. Otherwise, we will fall behind. I would like to read some summarize. Wait. As we know, the prospect in Indonesia, as Dr. Taswanda mentioned in his presentation, the increasing year by year so high So this is a really big opportunity for business and for everything also. So from his presentation also, we know how important the management information system. Okay, thank you again, Dr. Aswanda Taryo. Now I'm going to open for questions.
I have question, ma'am.
Okay, please.
My name Muhammad Sofian Rashid. Thank you for Mr. Tarwana for explanation about the story and develop of the 5G technology. But my question is but your explanation is still generally about the 5G technology. My question is how to apply it, the 5G technology in the management information system, because it is important to have a destination to the end user like the management, and maybe it's related to accounting information system. Thank you. How to apply it for 5G technology in management information system? Thank you.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Yes,
Sir.
direct.
Okay.
Dr. Taswanda.
Mute. No voice.
Because you're mute your Zoom.
Mr. Stanfanda.
Please, Dr. Taswanda,
Unmute
unmute. Okay.
your Zoom.
Okay. Okay. Now, okay.
I answer directly to the first question.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, the actually, if we use the talking about the 5G technology, so one of the thing, the advantages, for example, like I mentioned before, so 5G technology will provide about EMBB, some of multiple the broadband. So the second thing about ultra reliable and low latency, and finally about the massive chain. So the MIS, it is the open very opportunity for the a lot of for sure that the speed will be faster. Yeah, I mean for the MIS, the speed will be faster, and also there should be a lot of possibilities, not only so many server, or maybe something like actually server can be connected to the network. I mean, like if you are talking about the 5G, so they think about ecosystem. Ecosystem mean the 5G technology assure that effective and efficient. Yeah, so that's why by using the MI, of course, so the cost will be reduced. For example, to see, I mean the service will be much faster. So this is the point. I think probably this is the high point. Yeah, that's the answer. Thank you.
So okay, so we must make a new management information system, or just develop or update.
If you're talking about the infrastructures, for
Yes.
example, like I mentioned in the table, yeah, like in the table. So this is the combination, something
Yeah.
like completed with new technology 5G, and it doesn't mean that we have to delete all infrastructure of 4G, but still should be added, especially for the bandwidth, for example. Yeah, so that's my answer.
Okay.
Another question?
Miss Mary, can I have a question?
Yes, Mr. Jeffrey Tangkas.
Thank
Please
you.
direct to.
Okay,
Dr.
thank you, Miss Mary, for the opportunity. Dr. Taswanda, thank you for the great presentation. It's so interesting to know about the 5G society and the impact of to us. Yeah, as you said in the presentation that with the 5G, it's having the low latency that will be enable the industry to build the like autonomous vehicle will be growth, the virtual reality will be growth. So my question is around the perspective from the government of Indonesia about what is the roadmap or the strategy for the Indonesia itself to when it's starting to be implemented to enable the digital access can be accessible in the remote area across the Indonesia archipelago. As you know that we are country that having thousands of islands, and by reality at the moment we know even we just running with 4G that many places across the island still not cannot enjoy this access, but it will be different story about us who's staying in the big city, right?
Yeah.
So
Okay, that's a question.
let me, I have two questions, sir, so let me finish. And what is the strategy for Indonesia government when it implemented to address the overlap? I mean, the overlap here is about the overlapping when we're running with 4G infrastructure at the moment, and when it's the 5G construct to the country later on. So as you said, by the 2022, we should be ready to run with this access, with the connectivity. So that's all my question, Dr.
Okay,
Taswanda. Thank you very much.
Okay, Dr. Taswanda, direct.
Mr. Jeffrey, yeah. So I would like to tell that the first, what I would like to answer is the existence of 5G technology in this country is a must, right? It's a must. So we got no choice. Like or dislike, I mentioned in conclusion, it is a must. But the problem is how the strategy, right? So as I mentioned before, that we should spend a lot of money for the 5G technology preparation. That's why the strategy is, so in my opinion, we have, I just read about the source this morning. So what we should do regarding about the strategy, number one is we should first really, so the role of the government should be involved. So it is very usual. But the role of the BUMN, for example, because they have a lot of money, it is a must as well. So otherwise, we cannot provide the 5G technology as soon as we really want to. You see? So the number two is we have to focus the 5G technology for industry. You see, for industry which really relate to the processing of the big amount of data, for example. But for the normal people, probably later, because you know, like when you see like the technology for industry, say they will earn money from that. Say the money earned from that point can be contributed to other purposes. So and after that, there are also so many things should be handled regarding about regulation, harbor regulation, and also the harbor because if we are talking about technology in Indonesia, should be related to the economy. We got no choice. So first we have to focus on the consumer, which really need the 5G technology and will earning a lot of money. So this point can be what you call like subsidized to other places, which is very remote, such as the eastern part of Indonesia. That's the point. That's the point.
So in my,
it's not easy. It is not easy to provide 5G technology very soon available in this country. I mean, other country as well, because spend a lot of money. So should involve the what you call like the private companies. That means so we have to support with the national rule, right? So because if we are talking about the what the private company, they will think about the benefit,
right?
They will think about the profit. So it is impossible. They are not thinking about the profit. Yeah, that's my answer.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Taswanda.
Okay.
So in my understand, so government should build the fundamentals of the the regulation and open the
Yes,
channel to the
yes,
private
yes.
business.
Regulation, which is the regulation should really offer the opportunity for the private company to get the profit. Because
Right.
the private company, BUMN should take about the profit. So it is useless if we are not talking about the profit, because they said they must spend a lot of money. Yeah.
Right. Thank you so much, Mr. Sawanda.
Yes.
Thank you, Dr. Taswanda, Mr. Jeffrey. Because of the limited time, maybe I will stop the question until this question. For another question, you can write down on chat, and then I will deliver to Dr. Taswanda.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam Chair. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Dr. Taswanda, for very good and great presentation. Please give applause for Dr. Taswanda. Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you still enjoy the conference so far. Now we are going to the second invited speaker. The second invited speaker will be Professor Sumer Sahin from University of Bah Jessahir and University of Nisantasi. That he will present with the topic, the current an overview of nuclear energy. Before that, let me allow me to read his curriculum vitae. Professor Sumer Sahin graduate from he got the full professor in nuclear engineering from University of Ege, Izmir, Turkey, and then his doctor engineering in mechanical engineering from University of Stuttgart, Germany, and his diploma engineer in mechanical engineering from University of Stuttgart, also in Germany. His academic position from June 2020 up to now, he is a professor in Nisantasi University, Faculty of Engineering, Nisantasi, Istanbul, Turkey, and also professor in Bahçeşehir University, Faculty of Engineering, Istanbul, Turkey. And 2016 to 2018, he was a professor and dean, Faculty of Engineering near his University, Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus. And then 2009 to 2016, he was professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Faculty of Engineering, Atilim University, Ankara, Turkey. He has so many experience, foreign experience and achievement, but I cannot read all, so I will read some. From maybe 1972 to 1973, he was as a postdoctoral NATO fellow in USA, and then he has worked. He has working too in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and Switzerland, and also in China, also in several countries. Because so many, I could not read it. He has many achievements and many experience, so we can learn many things from him. Maybe that, because So many experience he has. Professor Sahir. Professor Sahir.
Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Terima kasih, Miss Mary, for this nice.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, Professor Sahir, time is yours. I'm sorry I couldn't read your experience because so many experience, many experience yours. Okay, Prof. Sahir, time is yours.
I will try now to share the screen. I hope I can do it. Are you seeing my presentation on the screen?
Yes, clear.
Is it clear?
Clear, yes.
Can you see? Okay, very nice.
Yes.
I'm starting. Today I will give you an overview of nuclear energy. The nuclear energy is the ultimate energy, and the universe is created on the basis of the nuclear energy. Hence, the 5C society, it is useful if the 5C society has a general knowledge about nuclear energy. The energy is the blood of a society, therefore it is important. Now we have different types of energy. We have non-renewable energies, coal, etc. Nuclear is at present non-renewable. It has renewable potential, but at the present utilization is not renewable. We have, if we classify the world energies, including transportation, heating, etc., about 88% of the energy is delivered by fossil fuels. They are polluting the atmosphere, the environment. 7% of the total energy is delivered by nuclear, it is clean, and about 16% of the world electricity is delivered by. The rest is renewable. Now we have different types of nuclear energy. The basic of the nuclear energy is this famous formula, E is equal to mc squared. We have nuclear fission. At present, this is widely used. Then we have nuclear fusion, fusion of two light nuclei. This is a future candidate, and it can deliver indefinitely energy. We have also radioactive decay and annihilation. Now, let's come to the most important energy. If a fission fuel, in that case uranium-235, can capture hit by a neutron, it will split into medium nucleus, and some new neutrons will be liberated, and approximately 200 mega electron volt energy will be freed per fission reaction. If I would like to give you a comparison, what is a mega electron volt, 200 electron volts, let's say, by chemical reactions. Every chemical reaction by each molecule gives about few electron volts energy. This means the energy concentration in nuclear energy is 8 orders of magnitude higher than the poured energy or chemical energy. We have here the fusion nuclear reactions, most important ones. By light nuclei, the stability of an atom is guaranteed by binding energy of the nucleons. It is low by light nuclei and also low by very heavy nuclei. If light nuclei can fuse, they deliver energy. If heavy nuclei is split, and they deliver energy. This goes on until iron. The main energy source of the universe comes from the stars, from our sun. It is the nuclear fusion energy. 90% of the solar mass consists of hydrogen atoms. They make fusion, and the ash is helium atom. About 10% of the mass of the sun is helium. This is similar by other stars. All energy forms on the planets, wind, hydro, coal, etc., they get their primary energy from solar nuclear energy. Therefore, nuclear energy is important. Now, if you look for the utilization of nuclear energy worldwide in this chart, we see the concentration is in Europe, in United States, and in East Asia, in Korea and Japan and China. At present, the Asian countries are booming in building nuclear power stations in nuclear energy. India, China, and Korea. Africa has no nuclear energy, practically. All nuclear fuel of Europe, especially France, is delivered from Africa. This means the natural resources of Africa is exploited by Europe. This is undercover, continuation of the undercover colonialism. Now, if you look to the world, many, the world population without access to electricity is around 1.5 billion people. This will not change in 10 years. Another number, 500 million people have not seen electrical light in their entire life. Nobody, it is a very amazing information. Now we have different efficient fuels, and at present, the efficient nuclear reactors deliver energy in different types of reactors. We have also water-cooled reactors, either pressurized water-cooled, they are called, or boiling water-cooled. The water steam will be heated about to 320, 340 centigrade. The thermodynamic efficiency is low by these reactors, around 30%. Two-thirds, about 70% of the nuclear energy goes into nature as waste heat. We have also the Canadian reactor. This is a heavy water reactor. It can operate with natural uranium. The others need enriched uranium. At present, the nuclear reactors can exploit only about 1% of the uranium resource. Most of the uranium is not used at present. Now, different countries, advanced technology countries, are developing generation 4 reactors to extend the exploitation potential of the nuclear resources. So we have different reactor generation 1 to 4. These are near future generations. So some generation 4 reactors in near future, the South African reactor. You see then different types of fuels, nuclear fuels. You see here 1 millimeter, a fuel, 1 millimeter diameter. Yeah. In the center we have nuclear fuel. It's surrounded by different layers. This is a miniature pressure vessel, can withstand about 1,000 atmosphere pressure, because after the fission process, some gaseous products, krypton, xenon, etc., will be produced. They are gas, they make pressure. This can hold everything, all these spent, all this fuel. These tiny particles will be combined either as spherical fuel amounts like this, or yeah, this is also the composition of this tiny circle. This is an electron microscope. This is a picture of this fuel. At present, the utilization, the energy production in the existing light battery reactors are in the range of 33 gigawatt day energy per ton. These new particles can withstand after that the fuel must be changed because the fuel rods will be damaged. This experiment has shown that they can withstand much higher burners. This means they can burn their fuel much more efficiently. Also, the small particles can keep all materials or fission products in the small particle for about 4 billion years. The present fuel reports can hold them about 10,000 years. In the 4 billion years, the most important radioactive elements became either less stable or they are connected to uranium. We have also different new types of coolants, helium, or
Excuse me, Prof. Sahin, your voice is lost. Prof. Sahin? Prof. Sahin? Prof. Sahin? We can't hear your voice.
I think the connection is low.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, due to some bad connection, so maybe you can write down.
We cannot hear your voice over here.
Even me, Dr. Taswanda, you cannot hear my voice too?
Yeah, I'm trying to call him here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, during this space time, if you have any question for Dr. Taswanda or Professor Sahin, you can direct later after his presentation or write down on chat. Then I will collect and deliver to Dr. Taswanda or Prof. Sahin. This is maybe bad connection.
Yeah, I already called him and he said that the Zoom is stopped, so he had no problem. So he had known already what the problem is actually. So Zoom is not connected, or maybe the internet problem in your home. I don't know. I have no idea, but it's okay now. Okay, yeah. So he's trying. So you are trying to connect, yeah, to reconnect, yeah. Okay. So please tell me right away if you are have been ready, yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. He's trying to reconnect, Bu Mary.
Baik.
He's...
Maybe I still use my time, so then...
No problem. I can answer the question. No problem, please.
Okay. Okay.
Halo Adir.
Okay, for participant who has question to Dr. Taswanda, you can ask question directly.
Yes, good afternoon.
No?
Good
Okay.
afternoon, yeah, Mr. Galaxy.
Good afternoon,
Is that?
Mr. Taswanda.
So
Okay,
I
Dr.
saw you, Galaxy. What's your name?
Yes,
tell
I'm
me,
the student
Mr.
of
Galaxy.
postgraduate of University of Pamulang. My
Okay.
name is Hardianto.
Okay, please.
I'm the first semester right now.
Yeah, okay, please.
Hardianto,
Ask me.
Mr. Hardianto. Okay, please.
Yes. The distinguished rector of University of Pamulang, Dr. Dayat Hidayat, and then the distinguished director of postgraduate of
Please
University
listen
of
right
Pamulang,
away.
Mr. Dr. Sarwani. My
no.
name is Hardianto. Would like to raise a
Me now?
question.
Can you hear me?
Oh,
Yes.
Sumber Sahin is okay now?
It's okay.
Inshallah, yeah, inshallah.
Okay.
Can you hear
I'm
me?
really sorry. Yes.
Continue to be Mr. Sahil.
Good Mary. Go
Mr.
back.
Sahin,
to the
Professor Sahin, are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I hear you.
Clear. Your voice clear. Please continue your presentation.
No,
Okay.
no, I try to find the presentation. Share screen.
Okay, sure. Mr. Hardianto, kita akan lanjut
Yes.
nanti pertanyaannya.
Baik, Bu.
Thank you for your question.
Baik, Bu. Yes, nanti saya lanjutkan kembali, Bu. Terima kasih.
Sama-sama.
Can you see my presentation? Is my
I cannot
presentation?
see. Still cannot see, Professor Sahin.
The presentation is not on the
Not,
screen?
no,
Not yet.
not
Allah
yet.
Allah.
Not yet.
New share.
Yes, still black.
Share.
Share. It's not working.
It's good.
Now, okay. Okay, Prof.
Can you
Sahin,
see
but
the-
you need to remove this. You need to remove sign in this one.
Professor Sahin, would you like to remove about the screen because I'm
Jump-
still sign
jump-
in.
Okay.
That's good. Yeah.
Is okay now?
Yes, okay. Okay, please go on.
Inshallah. Inshallah. Yeah. Okay, let's try.
Clear now.
Now let's try. Can you see also the presentation? Yeah. Okay. So we have done different types of advanced generation products. They are put either this lead. The reason for that is it operates at low temperature, but at high temperature but low pressure. We have different types. Molten salt cooled, again, high temperature, low pressure. Then the sodium cooled, liquid metal cooled, high temperature, low pressure. These are the advantages. And high thermodynamic efficiency. You have very high temperature reactors in generation 4, the development of generation 4. You can get 1000 centigrade output energy, and you can use it for direct hydrogen production. At present, hydrogen is produced mainly by electrolysis. Electrolysis means you need electrical energy. By producing electric energy, you lose 60% or 70% of the nuclear energy. If you can use direct process heat, then you can make use of 100% of the nuclear energy for hydrogen production. These are the advantages of generation 4 reactors. Then the humanity is also working on fusion nuclear energy. Let me see. Can you see this picture? I am trying to go to the fusion, to the next picture. It was a little slow. Yeah, there's Billah. Sun torch is turning. The internet connection is a little slow, I think, either due to my computer or due to home internet.
So, Madam Chair, now you are having another problem.
This is maybe because big file sometimes hang like this, Prof. Saying.
Problem, internet problem, I guess.
It's not, this is computer problem.
Computer problem, big file. Usually, if we have big file, something happen like this.
This is a big file. This is a big file, therefore, next problem. Big file and a lot of pictures.
So, how about this?
Okay, now we come to the nuclear fusion energy.
Okay.
Yeah.
We recognize 3 types of nuclear fusion energy on Earth, either by magnetic fusion energy through magnetic confinement, or inertial fusion energy, or muon catalyzed fusion. In stars, the fusion occurs with gravitational energy, with gravitational pull, but that we cannot realize on Earth. Okay, we have different kinds of nuclear fuels. Like heavy hydrogen is deuterium, tritium. Only deuterium is natural isotope on Earth. Another very important fusion fuel is helium-3. On Earth, we don't have it. It has escaped from the Earth's atmosphere, but we have abundant helium-3 on the moon surface, on the moon dust, abundant in Uranus, Neptune, etc. So that the commercial utilization of the solar planets are open, also for the energy utilization. Can you hear me?
Yes, clear.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, clear. But for Tahir, your time only remain 4 minutes. I'm sorry. 4 minutes for presentation and then 10 minutes for question and answer.
Okay, I will go very fast about this fusion. Let me say, if I can go to the next pictures. Now I need to open the okay. Let's go down. I am skipping to some part. Now, it is very complicated to calculate, to make nuclear calculations. I had here some pictures, but now I will skip due to the time. I am trying to come to the end.
Okay.
This Professor Taswanda has all the entire file. Whoever is interested, you can contact him and ask the entire presentation file.
Okay.
I had sent my presentation before, but I may resend again to him. Whoever is interested.
Do you want me to open the presentation?
It is open. Yes. If you can you open Professor Taswanda?
Oh.
Okay. I had some pictures about the
Okay, and
maybe if you open it could okay.
Can you open it?
This is the picture about the safety of the nuclear reactors. There are different barriers, also 5 types of barriers to keep all radioactivity inside. And let me go back. It would have been perhaps better if you had to open my presentation and I had actually part.
And look, Prof. Sahin.
It doesn't move. It doesn't move.
Mary, do you have the file of Professor Sahin?
No, I don't.
You don't have?
Maybe the host, Mr. Wahyudi.
Yeah, Wahyudi. Mr. Wahyudi. Mr. Wahyudi. Mr. Wahyudi. Mr. Wahyudi.
I'm sorry,
Actually, I have another computer. Yeah, Mr. Wahyudi, would you like to open the file for Professor Sahin, please?
Yes, wait a minute, we will see in the file we have.
Okay, yeah, please open. Yeah, Professor Sahin, we are trying to open your file from here. Yeah.
Okay.
Probably.
Let's come to this. Let's come to this picture.
Okay, please just probably Pak Wahyudi, please open the file directly to slide 83.
Yeah,
so
okay.
Please close, Professor Sahin, please close your presentation. Okay.
Okay. Let me close it.
Please close your presentation.
Okay.
Yeah. In order to make Dr. Wahyudi can open your file directly. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, please go directly to slide 83 because of the time, I guess. Can you open it, Dr. Wahyudi?
I have closed my.
Yeah, please close, Professor Sahin. We are trying to open your file from here.
Okay.
During such opening, Professor Sahin, is it possible for you to answer the question because we have very limited time?
Good idea.
Okay.
Prof. Sahin, okay?
I am ready.
Miss Laila, Miss Laili Rofiah from Pamulang University asking, it is believed that nuclear energy is an emerging need, yet we cannot launch it in whatever country. How can the world answer this challenge about nuclear energy? How can the world answer this challenge?
Question?
Pardon?
Can you repeat the
Okay.
question?
I will make it short. Nuclear energy cannot be launched in any country, only specific country. How we overcome particular country only. So how can the world answer this challenge? Because not any country.
This is a political question. This is a political question.
So any country possible.
Any country can acquire this nuclear energy, nuclear reactors. This is only a political question. It depends.
Any country, but the challenge of course different.
Any country can afford, provided that they have the capital and they have the people to operate. They have the experts, and there is no. It is not forbidden to any country. It is open to every country.
But Professor Sahin,
your government,
okay, he said
your government might make. I hear you hardly. I don't
possible
hear you.
to hear my voice. Okay, so the answer
Your
is
voice
every
comes
country.
broken. Every country can get it.
Okay, every country with different challenge, of course. And the second question
Yes.
from Mr. Adianto.
Yeah.
From Mr. Adianto. Mr. Adianto, could you direct ask your question?
Yes, Ibu. I would like to ask Mr. Sahin directly. May I?
Professor Said. Okay, Professor Said, this is Mr. Adianto.
Okay.
Okay,
Good
directly.
afternoon, Mr. Sahin from Besiktas University of Turkey. Good afternoon, sir.
Pardon?
My name is Hardianto. I'm the student of postgraduate of University of Pamulang, first semester,
Very nice.
Magister Management. Do you think
Very
my
nice.
question is, do you think in the era of 5G, especially you are dealing in nuclear energy, how about Google, Microsoft, Amazon, Yahoo, and other big companies? Do you think that do you think they are going to survive? And then my question answer is, I have already seen in China that by using 5G has been implemented in China. They use 5G to implement the heavy equipment such as caterpillar, backhoe, bulldozer to move by itself. So it means no human resources are required. The backhoe, bulldozer, as well as other heavy equipments can move by themselves. No driver at all after implementing 5G. It means 5G can prosper the country, but by being thrifty. I mean, not to pay wage or salary to the workers. My question is, don't you think there is a weakness of having a marvelous and state-of-the-art of 5G? According to me, whenever the technology is reaching higher, the more unemployment will occur. Don't you think so? Because it is very dangerous for the people of Indonesia and the whole world, because many people can be fired and being jobless. Thank you very much, Mr. Sahin. Thank you very much.
The question is the level of knowledge. As long as you can elevate the level of your knowledge, you will not remain jobless. You must, as human beings, as intelligent beings, you must elevate the level of your knowledge. As an example, from nuclear energy, I can tell you so. Water is an energy carrier. Water has been used as energy carrier for mechanical energy in water mills for 2000 years or longer. To make use of the mechanical energy of water, you need low level of energy in knowledge. Water is used now worldwide as thermal energy carriers in power plants, in electrical power plants. For that, you need much higher knowledge than the mechanical energy knowledge. Also, you must know the properties of the water, properties of the materials at high temperature. Water is also nuclear energy carrier. Water contains deuterium as a fraction of 1/5000 in natural resources in sea. To make use of the fusion energy of the water, you need much higher knowledge. If you can elevate your knowledge, your education, then you don't remain jobless. But if you remain at low level of knowledge, low level of information, there is always risk for the society that large amounts of people remain jobless. It is a question of the level of knowledge. It is not the question of 5G or automatization, etc. There will be new jobs, new opportunities, but you must study and learn. You must study hard. You must work hard, and you must improve the level of your knowledge. If I understood your question, that is my answer.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, thank you very much, Professor Mr. Sahin. Thank you very much.
Job is not related to 5G. Job is related to the level of your, the knowledge of your person, the level of your education.
Now,
yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, Professor Sahin. Your answer is crystal clear. Thank you very much.
Very nice.
Prof. Sahin, unfortunately, your time only remains 2 minutes. What should we do? Is it for discussion only? Okay.
I am very sorry for this happening. I'm very sorry for this happening.
Another question.
Another once more question. Okay. Is it okay?
Everybody can ask Professor Taswanda about it.
Can I ask a question, please?
Okay. Okay. Miss Nariswari sudah. Prof. Sahin, one question from Mrs. Nariswari sudah. Miss Nariswari sudah.
Madam Chair.
Okay.
Adianto asking question.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sahin.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sahin.
Salam.
Okay. My name is Nariswari. I'm Magister Management in UNPAM. I'd like to ask you some question. Do we really need nuclear in order to deal with global warming? Even we produce energy with minimal pollution, want more energy, incur greater, more devastating environmental impact.
Absolutely. Absolutely, we need nuclear energy to prevent global warming. Absolutely.
And isn't nuclear energy also too expensive? Doesn't cheap natural gas make nuclear uncompetitive, Mr. Sahin?
Natural gas is polluting atmosphere, and all fossil fuels are polluting atmosphere. The most clean energy is the nuclear energy in concentrated form. Solar energy cannot replace nuclear energy. Wind energy cannot replace nuclear energy. The asset of nuclear energy is it is a very concentrated energy. You need small area, you need small land, you need about 1 square kilometer land to have 1000 megawatt electricity. For the same electricity, you will need 5000 square kilometer of the solar fields.
And the last question, Mr. Sahin, I'd like to know how can we go forward with nuclear as long as we have ways that last up at least 100,000 years forehead?
Your government must be very determined. The government must be very determined to get nuclear energy, very consistent. That's a political question. And it depends on the persistence of your government.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Sahin. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Professor Sahin. Unfortunately,
to everybody.
Okay, Prof. Sahin, unfortunately, the time is limited and your time is over. Thank you very much for your presentation. Very interesting presentation. Unfortunately, the connection is not good. And
next time I come to Jakarta, inshallah, and I
sure. So
we
you
are
can
waiting for
give
that. We are waiting
direct
for that.
presentation. That will be nice.
As long as this pandemic is over, I am looking forward to go to Jakarta to university.
Yes, sure. Yes. It will be nice maybe to have your presentation directly. Once again, Professor Sahin, thank you very much for your really very interesting presentation. Please give applause for Professor Sahin. And now we are going to the third invited.
Excuse me, Ibu
Dr. Afinas Pawar. Yes.
Excuse me, Ibu Mary. Can I ask Mr. Taswanda about my question?
Later, Mr. Adianto, because we have limited time.
Okay.
We have to strict on time. Sorry, later. We still have time. I will deliver your question to Dr. Taswanda and he can answer later. But because this is the time limited, so I have to be very strict about this.
Thank
Now
you
we
very
are
much,
going to
Ibu Mary.
yes. Third invited speaker, Dr. Avinas Pawar from the University of Pune, India. Dr. Avinas Pawar is a Faculty of General Manager, General Manager and Employer Branding, Employee Value Proposition, and Human Resource Management. He has many positions. He is a multi-phase academician and researcher. He has been working in management with around 10 years. And then I will read some of his education. He's a PhD in management from University of Pune in 20. Sorry. His PhD in management from University of Pune, graduated in 2017. Then his master in business administration in computer management from University of Pune with first class in 2008. And then he has also additional MBA in human production and material management 2011 and marketing management 2012. He has so many magister management. His bachelor actually in computer science from University of Pune, also in India. He graduated in 2006. He is a teacher, a lecturer in many lecturer title. This is here: strategic management, managing for sustainability, organizational behavior, human resource management, and so on. And his research in employer branding, employee value proposition, human resource management, employee engagement, human research marketing, leadership, competency mapping, and so on. Dr. Avinas, time is yours. Dr. Avinas.
Assalamualaikum. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, clear.
Can
yes. Also, your presentation clear. Okay.
Yes, thank you very much. So, thank you very much for organizing this wonderful conference on management sciences, and I'm pleased to be a part of this conference. I congratulate University of Pamulang for organizing this conference on innovative theme of application of management information system and technology for satisfaction of people. You know, nowadays, a lot of technologies are evolving. Many new technologies are coming in the market. But what is more important is how we integrate that and how that can help people. You know, and that is that's going to be the agenda for what I'm going to talk today. So again, it's a great pleasure, and I welcome all the participants, organizers, and each and everyone in this conference. So what major theme I'm going to talk about is we can use the technology and what can be the managerial implications for using the technology in case of smart cities, because the technological transformation can help people through use. today the world is urbanizing, a lot of urban population is growing. Even in some of the developing countries like India and even Indonesia, we see 50% of population, or even more than that, majority of the population is living in cities and urban areas. And it is anticipated that it will grow by up to 6% till 2050. So that's going to be the bigger change in terms of volume and in terms of how it's going to put a pressure on the new and urban cities. So smart cities are growing, and there is the utmost need, to develop the cities with right infrastructure, with right technology, and then providing the right access to the people. That's more. So smart cities today, we see a lot of applications. We see a lot of business who are dealing with implementation of smart cities. Even the basic ideology of smart city is using the information and the communication technologies. We call it as ICTs and even IoTs, that is Internet of Things, and other means to make workability and sustainability of the cities. That will ensure the satisfaction. So smart cities are something that citizens can collectively become, and they can become interactive, adaptive, and flexible. Yeah, of course, in terms of how do they use the technology, as we discussed in the earlier sessions, that the 5G is growing, the internet speed is growing, even businesses are growing, a lot of new technologies are coming up. So to integrate all that into the central context, we can see the platform as a smart city, which encompasses the accessible technology, then usability by the people, regardless of how we can use that. Especially, it makes it easier to see, hear, and use all different ICT devices, which is working on internet communication technologies, which can help to personalize the entire experience for customers and even for citizens of the particular. And that will in fact create the unique need and preferences. So observe that 57% of all working adults benefit from this accessibility. So smart cities are going to help in the long run. We see a lot of good, smart, and interconnected and integrated cities, especially in developed countries, in most of the countries in Europe. But some of the developing countries like India, we need to work on it, and that's going to be very interesting for us to use and transform these technologies and help making them help our people. So I must say that the Internet of Things, that's going to be the major technology, and that will run across more than 50 billion devices. As we see, the number of mobile sale has drastically increased last 5 years. And in 2020, the internet speed is going to increase. So, and that's around 10 billion in 2012. And that will go beyond 200 million. So that's the huge proportion we can see. That's going to be the future. So yeah, not just the technologies, but I would say the integration of the technologies is going to be the future. So this basically smart city. The idea of smart city is it dramatically increases the pace at which it improves its sustainability and resilience, fundamentally improving how it engages society, how it deals with people, what facilities it provides to the people. That's more important. And then how it applies to collaborative leadership methods. That is how a government, the central government, local government, how that is collaborated in terms of implementing the smart city projects. and working beyond disciplines and city systems. So if you look at the smart city as an entity, there are many systems which are connected, starting from water supply, electricity, then gas system, to deal with all these.
I'm connected. Yes, connection.
Is internet disconnected?
What connection?
Yeah, I see everybody, but not presentation.
MC.
About the trouble, please wait a minute.
Okay, just moment. Okay.
Bu Mary? Bu Mary?
Karena ibu MC-nya. Bukan it.
Bu Mary, are you there?
Miss Mary, unmute.
She's praying.
Bu Mary,
Maybe she's prayers, Asar. Maybe I don't know exactly.
okay, probably I would like to change her position. So is there how about the connection to Dr. Pawar?
Yes.
Pawar Yudi? Is good? Dr. Pawar, are you there?
Is Avinas join?
Dr. Pawar.
Udah ada masuk.
Can you help me to share the screen?
Yeah, the connection stop. Bu Mary.
Udah saya add. Yes.
So probably the question from participant while we are waiting for the presence of Dr. Pawar, I guess.
Yes. I want to share my screen. Can you allow me to share the screen? It is disabled.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, please.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh. Salah ini.
Salah.
Nguyen itu.
Pak Wahyudi.
Itu from Vietnam.
From Vietnam, so another one.
Dr. Wahyudi, another one, techno managerial.
No, not this one. Not this one.
This one.
The previous one, I guess.
Yes.
Who is This
Not this.
Not this
About
one.
the city. About the city.
About the
city.
city. Smart city.
Smart city.
Wahyudi.
Pak Wahyudi.
Pak Wahyudi, Mr. Wahyudi.
Wahyudi. Atau Pak Sugianto, mohon maaf.
The presentation, Dr. Afina's presentation.
Oh, yes. Smart city, wait for a minute.
Halo.
Yes, hello.
It can be downloaded from WhatsApp, I think.
Wait a minute.
Okay, a minute. Be patient. We have to wait for he's trying to do the better one. Yeah, be patient, Dr. Avinas Pawara.
Yeah, yes.
So that means we got no choice. We have to use 5G technology, right?
Yes, yes, yeah.
So 5 technology is a must very soon. Okay, that's it.
Yeah, yes. Thanks a lot. Yeah. The next slide. Yeah.
Slide.
Next one.
Next.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, yes. Thank you.
Okay.
So, yeah. So sorry for the interruption. Let's move on to the presentation. So just one slide before. Yes, thanks. Yeah. So what I was trying to discuss is what is the need of building smart cities. You know, the basic agenda for this discussion is what's going to be the future. You know, if you look in terms of volume, in terms of resources, we can see the clear difference statistically in terms of water supply. If you see the gap in 2007 between what was the demand, the supply, and if you compare that same till the next 10 years, that is up to 2030, you will see the major difference. You know, so even the same for sewage or waste treatment, then solid waste management, then transportation, even retail-based transmission, and then affordable housing. So if you look in terms of all these dimensions, you will realize that there is a huge gap in terms of what is the supply and what is the demand. So how we can deal with this situation? So the best strategy is to integrate technology, and that's how the concept of smart cities has been developed. So the real smartness of smart city is using the technologies like ICT and IoT communication in developing the standardized and then safe, secure, accountable, and then harmonized way that will help the citizens or people. You know, so that will reduce the strain on the infrastructure, then congestion in the traffic, lack of the housing, and then socio-economic equality, and then that will also help to deal with the problems of pollution. So overall, if we integrate the technology in the right context, we can get better results for smart cities. Next slide, please. Yes. So now let's look at the shifting paradigm, you know, how this concept of smart cities has been developed, you know. So in earlier time, till 2004 to 6, we see a concept of smart home where there were digital technologies and then alarm systems and then a lot of other tools which can digitally help people. That concept has been extended to form smart buildings, that is a group of houses. So new technologies like CCTV cameras and then internet-based tracking, all integrated into smart buildings. You know, so new technologies integrated and then a smart building into the picture. Then the concept of smart cities came into the existence, where we talk about a huge dimension of how all these technologies can help people. You know, so it's going to be a connected world through mobile, through computers, through laptops, and other devices. We can easily connect and get a good quality of services, and that will also help to develop a good life of the people. And the technologies, emerging new technologies like machine learning, then audio, video, again, reality, and then blockchain technologies, as we discussed, like 5G technologies, drones, all these are coming up, and that's going to be the future. So I would predict here that the smart cities and the integration of technologies is going to be the future. So we must, as a researcher, as a scientist, we must see how we can make use of technology to help people, to make the quality of life of people better. So that's going to be the shifting paradigm, and that's going to be the future for all of us. Let's move to the next slide. Yes. So what contribution towards making a city smart, So what can be the different elements which are part of smart city? So in terms of smart governance, like technology in government activities, like a lot of taxes, especially in the Indian context, we had a manual system, and now everything is getting online, everything is integrated. We have a unique ID which can help us to track a lot of information. So that's going to be one of the beginning of smart governance. In smart economy, like employment opportunities, and then sharing new opportunities with the people. Smart environment. This is sustainability, and environment has been a most crucial factor for smart cities, and that's why every country in the world, they talk about sustainability and environment. So today the pollution and then is growing, then global warming, and then green approach, all these aspects are integrated into the smart environment. So that also becomes a part and one of the major for smart city. Then smart mobility in terms of transportation, managing the traffic, and then again helping people for walkability and all other education, health, entertainment, and other social activities. And smart living in terms of sewage and then waste treatment, sanitization, building a better electricity, houses, and then safety and security of the people. So in context of all these aspects, I would say integration of all these elements using technology is going to make a good smart city. I would like to highlight that some of the cities in India have initiated these activities, and I'm going to share that in further part of my presentation. So let's move to the next slide. Pillars of smart development, how it actually happens when there is a city, and how we can categorize all these aspects. So there are physical, social, economical, and institutional factors for developing the smart city. So we really need to have a strategy to deal with all these aspects, and that's what is very important. It needs investment, it needs help and support of the people, and it also needs the involvement of the government, so that can build that can help us to build different aspects of the smart city, like smart water, then providing integration, public services to the people, mobility, smart building. And one of the very key tool is IoT, that is Internet of Things. That is something which is making the difference, So nowadays, a lot of cities have started this initiative of developing the smart cities using Internet of Things. Let's move to the next slide. Yes, so how this transformation has occurred, this is one of the sample example of the city where I live. I stay in Pune. So they used a data from different sensors and then external IT systems through CCTV cameras, through input devices, through sensors, and then it is analyzed, and then use cases are developed using SOC platform, and then it is used for governance, developing different standard operating procedures, and then rules, and then further actions, and that ensures the satisfaction of the citizens. So that links with our theme of our conference, that how we make a satisfaction of people, using the technology. So it may encompasses different responsibilities like environment, energy, transportation, water, health, and so many. And it needs the enabler for each and every segment of technology, like instrumentation, sensors, controls, connectivity, interoperability, security, data. So all these are integrated and proposed in the smart cities through right sensors, communication networks, and then city platforms. Moving on to the next slide. Yes. So I'm going to share a brief outline of how we can achieve this sustainability using technology. There are three pillars of sustainability. Encompasses various aspects, then renewable energies, then low energy districts, and then sustainable urban mobility. So there are 12 dimensions, which talks about efficient smart climate, and then smart buildings, and how we can develop that into smart energy consuming networks, and then smart lighting and all other. Can you hear me?
Yes, clear now.
Yes, can you hear me? Yes, okay, yeah. So all these different assets of smart city will create a gamut of projects, and this is how the different activities are integrated into the clusters, and that is implemented through a public participatory projects. We call it as PPP, that is public private partnership. So that's how the corporate also invest into the smart city projects, as well as the government is also supporting through funding, and that helps to the citizens of the country. Let's move to the next slide. Yes, so I'm going to talk about how the investor element of smart city, because it needs a lot of investment. So in case of my city, sources of funds were related are 5% from loan, then public-private partnership of 21%, convergence of 21%, and then government is spending 45% of the funds. And the investment in 99 cities by sector, if you look at in terms of numbers, see starting from safety to the urban transportation, and you will see the transportation has been highly invested, because there are many problems related to transportation, and people are facing a lot of difficulties. So urban transportation has been one of the main aspects of smart city development, especially in the Indian context. Move to the next slide. Yes. So what basically people need, what is the voice of citizens? What do they want? So after doing a survey, it is realized that majority of the people, they badly wants a good transportation and traffic management, because most urban cities are congested, so a lot of traffic, a lot of blockages, a lot of time is wasted in transportation. So that is one of the major challenge, and that's why that is at number one. And then if you see, second is waste management, sanitization, and then clean environment, and so on. Even if you look in terms of values, you will realize that around 29% people are involved in doing activities for developing the smart cities, especially in the context of traffic, in the context of waste management. So this data has been used by the government for future implications.
Dr. Pawar, your time remains 2 minutes.
Yes. Let's move faster. Yeah. So these are the few barriers, like lack of awareness, and then lack of policies and laws, and then involving public-private partnership in program design, and so many other aspects. Definitely, we will discuss in later slides. Let's move further. Let's move on. Let's move to the next slide. Yes, move to the next slide. This is what I want to show, that how different systems are interconnected, like infrastructure and then transportation, water, power, and waste management. Through various technologies, they are integrated and collaborated. Move on to the next slide. I would like to share some of the photographs with all of you. Move to the next. Move to the next slide. Yes, move to the next slide. Yeah, so this is what 6 key elements of smart city, where you will see all the elements like Wi-Fi, sensors, systems, emergency boxes, and variable messagings are installed. If you can see in the photographs, you will see that how they're utilized for making elements smart in the city. Moving on to the slides. Move on. Yes. So this is the outcome, which we can see how in different cities in India, they have integrated smart cities. Like in Pune, they have a track for physically challenged. Then in Bangalore, they have different type and structure of a street. Then multi-level parking in Ahmedabad. And then a lot of public transport facilities, and then multimodal transportation systems. So this is one of the excellent projects in different cities. Move to the next slide. So the integration for environment, like e-mobility, like electric vehicles, and then water ATM. This is one of the very interesting thing for all of us, that government has installed a lot of water ATMs. Whoever want water, they can go and take the water from the ATM. So that's one of the best uses technology. Moving on. Again, how it has used for converting waste into the energy. They have a waste to energy plant, and then biogas plant, and at a lot of places they have installed solar systems at the rooftops. So that helps to generate more energy, and that is more sustainable approach for managing the cities. Moving to the next slide. Yes. The last, I would like to say that the Smart Cities mission is a significant transformation program which Government of India has implemented, and it has got a very comprehensive ideology, and then it needs a lot of urban planning and management to make it successful in the future. There can be many platforms and technologies which we can integrate, and of
Power, I
course,
lost.
there are going to be future challenges, but if you overcome those challenges, it's thankful. Yes. Yes. So thank
That's
you.
okay. Clear now.
So thank you all of you for your patient listening. I would like to thank the organizing committee, all the participants and speakers, and especially I thank Dr. Hidayat, and then Sudharan Tayo, Professor Sudharan Tayo, and Professor Henry, one of my friends. So I thank all of you. If you have any questions, you can always send an email to me. I will respond to your email. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Avinash Pawar. Very interesting and great presentation. Now we are going to open for question from the floor.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Ibu Mary, I would like to ask Mr. Avinash Pawar.
Okay.
Hi.
Yes.
My name is
Mr. Hardianto. Dr. Avinash. Okay.
Okay. Good afternoon, Mr. Dr. Avinash Pawar from India. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm great. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm fine too. Okay. I agree with you, Professor Avinash Pawar, that the world is urbanizing.
Yes.
Okay. By having the advantages of having a very gigantic, huge, and enormous population like your country, India, and my beloved country, Indonesia. As you mentioned above, as you mentioned above on your screen, that there is 57% of working people will get advantage of having the big population, huge population, especially in India and my beloved country, Indonesia. I have already heard that in the year of 2045, India and Indonesia, my beloved country, will be the big 5 countries who will be dominating the whole world. So my question is, what are your steps or plannings to achieve those objectives, goals, purposes to be the big 5? And it means that India and Indonesia is the same with USA and the United Kingdom. Thank you very much, Mr. Dr. Avinas Pawar.
Yes, thank you for a wonderful question. And again, in the context of, I would like to shorter your question that what's going to be the future of smart cities and how the urban communities will grow, to become a superpower in future. So in terms of population, currently India, in terms of density, Indonesia is at the top, So we have huge population. The major challenge is going to be how we use this population for future, how we convert, this manpower or resource into something which will, something which can help us to do good, something which can help us for future, So that is the reason why government of India have started with many initiatives like incubation centers for employment and then for entrepreneurship. We have export council boards, which also talks about entering into many markets for various products and services to in the exporting segment, So that is more about sustainability and then building better economy for the country, So we have a very huge power, but what strategy is needed is how we put that manpower into gain, in terms of profit, in terms of how we can utilize this power to generate more revenues. That's going to be very important. And that's going to be key in the future, even for Indonesia and India. What we need is more businesses, which can generate employment and which can also earn profits in future. And that's going to be how we will become superpower in the future. I hope that makes you clear.
Yes. Clear, Mr. Hardianto?
Yes. Thank you very much, Mr. Dr. Avinas Pawar. My name is Hardianto from University of Pamulang, postgraduate.
Thank you.
Semester 1. Thank you very much, sir.
We open once more question.
Can I?
Okay. Miss Siti Aziza. Dr. Pawar, this is Miss Siti Aziza.
Yes.
Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Mr. Avinas Pawar. My name is Siti Aziza Hamida. I'm from Pamulang University. I would like to ask you about what is the difference between the smart growth and smart city by urban planning perspective, and is it possible to implementation in our country, in Indonesia, of course? Thank you. That's all. Thank you.
Yes, a very good question. Smart city basically talks about integration of different technologies on the common platform of a particular city. If you can integrate that, we can use the technology for future, for taking decisions, for planning our activities. So there are many dimensions towards the information, and that can be utilized using smart cities. So what I believe is smart city is an excellent initiative if you have a right technologies and you have right platforms that can help us to use it effectively. If you want to implement that in a city, you need to have a right technology in hand and then right systems to implement it. it may be in the form of government, and then local companies, or even multinational companies who can help you to integrate those technologies. Even in India, we have started a lot of activities for developing smart cities. I think in years to come, we will have much more smart cities in future. So yes, thank you. Thank you.
Enough. Miss Siti Aziza.
I think that's enough. Thank you. It's clear.
Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Pawar, for your very interesting presentation and great presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, if you still have any question, please write down on chat, then I will be delivered to Dr. Avinash Pawar. Okay, thank you again.
Sure.
And
you can also send an email to me.
Yes, sure. Give applause to Dr. Avinash Pawar. Then next, we are moved to the fourth invited speaker, Professor Dr. Nguyen Chi Ngon from Chanto University, Vietnam. Dr. Professor Nguyen Chi Ngon, are you there?
Yes, I am. Actually, I'm not Nguyen Chi Ngon. Nguyen Chi Ngon with my college, and now he very busy with a very important meeting. So
Yes.
I will do the presentation for him.
He told me previously. Okay, because I will announce about that. Ladies and gentlemen, all participants, due to the full schedule of meeting with the Ministry of Education today, this is Professor Ngon Wrighton. So the presentation will be delivered by Dr. Tran Tan Hung. He is a Vice Dean of the College of Engineering, Chanto University. But before that, allow me to read some of Professor Ngon curriculum vitae. Professor Chi Ngon Nguyen received his Bachelor in Electrical Engineering from Chanto University in 1996 and Master degree in Electrical Engineering from Ho Chi Minh City University of Technology in 2001. His PhD was awarded by the University of Rostock, Germany in 2007. Since 1996, he was worked at Chanto University. Currently, he is an associate professor in automation of Department of Automation Technology. He is working as a position of Dean of the College of Engineering Technology at Chanto University. His research interests are intelligent control, medical control, pattern recognition, classification, speech recognition, and computer vision. Well, Dr. Tan Hung Tran, time is yours.
Okay, thank you very much for organizing this very interesting international conference. I'm sorry, Dr. Pawar, during your presentation, I have shared my screen by accident. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's give me some. This is the content of our presentation today. After the background and objective, I will introduce the 4 components of the MIS application. And after that, it will be the conclusion and further work. Let me introduce the Mekong Delta. The Mekong Delta is very important region in Vietnam. It's located in the southwest of Vietnam. The land area is around 40,000 kilometers, occupying for 13% of the country. But every year, the area contributes to up to 50% of the rice production. And in that number, we contribute over 90% for exporting. And 70% of fruit production and 65% of fishery. Sorry, I can't change yet. Here is some picture of key production of in Vietnam, in the Mekong Delta. First is rice, fish, and shrimp and fruits. In recently years, the Mekong Delta has become a key region for shrimp farming, with the land area for the shrimp farming around 600,000 meters, and each year it contributes to up to 90% of the national area for shrimp farming and 80% of the shrimp production. But this area has this area now facing with many difficulties. For example, saltwater intrusion, pollution, disease, lack of energy, and lack of expert and technology supporting. So, in order to develop the shrimp farming in this area, we have to study and apply the engineering technology and IT and MS for sustainable development of shrimp farming. That's also the objective of our research. Our research aims to study, develop, and apply engineering and technology and IT for MIS system for sustainable development of shrimp farming in the Mekong Delta. So let's move to the first component of our research. In this component, we develop a system for measuring the very important parameter in shrimp pond. For example, we measure temperature, salinity, oxygen, pH, and H3, H2S, and NO2. This parameter is very important for shrimp farming, and the data we measure and we will store on the internet, and we transfer it to an ESW system. Here is some example of the system. We collect many parameters and we store it on internet. Let's move to the second component. We have developed an AI engine. So for detecting the shrimp disease. So when there is some problem with the shrimp farm, the farmer will take a picture of shrimp and send the picture to the server, and an AI engine on the server will classify the situation and send the feedback to the farmer. Here's how the system works. The first, we train the system by collecting the picture, many pictures from the farmer, and we put it into the machine learning to train the system. And when it's worked, the farmer will send the picture of their shrimp to the system, and it will put in the channel model to classify which disease the shrimp have, and then it will contact the experts and also agency and send the feedback to the farmer. In some picture of shrimp disease, you can see that there are some signal of the disease of shrimp, and the system can classify which disease the shrimp has. And let's move to the third component. And you know that in shrimp farming, we consume a lot of power. And now, because the shrimp farming is developed very fast in the Mekong Delta. So now we don't have enough electricity to supply for the farmer. So here we build a system to use the solar energy to supply for the shrimp farming. We see that this system run by the solar energy, and we build the system to collect all of the power from the solar panel to supply for the system. And the last system, you can see here, we build a system to look up using QR codes. So when the farmer raise their fish or the shrimp, they will register QR code, and the manager will issue one QR code for each farmer or each product. And when after harvesting, the farmer will stick a barcode, a QR code on their product, and the consumer only need to scan the QR code, and they can get many information of the product. For example, they can get every information, even the condition of the farming. And here the interface of the system. The next system that we have built, that's the system for forecasting the water quality. So when we get the data, that the parameter of the stream water, if we can know the future value, it's much better if we can know the future value. So we develop a system to use the current and the past value to predict the future value. You can see that this is the real value. The real here is the real value, and this is the predicting value. So the predicting value will follow the real value. It's very good. And in conclusion, we have developed a system for measuring the many data from stream farming, and we developed an ES system, that means AI system for detecting the stream disease and send the answer, the technical supporting to the farmer. And we also built a system to use solar energy for stream farmer. And last one, we build an information system for our culture and fishery. That's just a consumption of what we are doing. Thank you very much for listening. Sorry.
Unmute. Unmute.
Oh yeah, sorry. Thank you, Dr. Tran Tan Hung, for your nice presentation. Now we are opening for question.
May I?
Okay, please.
Very interesting about explanation about the expert system for management information. My question is very it is expensive to apply this system in the agriculture. Thank you. How many budgets to apply this system?
Actually, yeah. This system is it can be applied on the farmer, but now we have facing with the one difficulty. In this system, we use the feature phone to take the picture from the farmer and send the picture to the system using MMS. Yes. Actually, in the past, we don't have a lot of smartphone. The farmer don't use smartphone, but now Vietnam is changing very fast. So in the future, almost all farmer will use a smartphone. So we will develop an app on a smartphone to take a picture and to send that picture to the server. It will be very easier for the farmer to do that, and we can apply this system in the future.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yes.
Next question.
Ibu Mary.
Yes.
My name is Hardianto. Would like to ask Mr. Trang Tang Hong from Vietnam.
Yeah.
Mr. Hardianto, please. Time is yours.
Good afternoon, Dr. Trang Tang Hong from Vietnam. My name is Hardianto from postgraduate of University of Pamulang.
Yeah.
I would like to ask a question.
Yes.
Is Vietnam exporting well for lobster?
Yes.
Is it the same system to be dealing successfully in between shrimp farming and lobster farming? Thank you very much, Mr. Trang Tang Hong. Kam mun ban.
Okay, thanks for question.
I can speak Vietnamese a little. Thank you very much.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay, so in Vietnam we don't farm lobster very much. The shrimp farming in Vietnam is mainly for wildlife farmer and tiger. No, wildlife shrimp and tiger shrimp. And I don't know the number, but most of shrimp farming in Vietnam is wildlife shrimp. So we don't farm lobster.
Is it different, sir, with the lobster farming? Is it completely different?
Yes, different, completely different.
Oh, I see. Because shrimp and lobster, I thought is almost the same. You see, especially in the in the shape. You see.
Yeah, I know that. But the lobster is very difficult to farm. The wildlife shrimp is much easier for farming. And
okay, so it's totally different, sir.
Yeah, it's very different.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Tang Hung. Yeah,
thank you for your question.
Ban.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Hardianto, Mr. Tang Hung.
Mary, if I
Another
can have
question
one
from
more question.
Mr. Jeffrey Tangkas. Okay, Mr.
Thank you, Ms.
Jeffrey.
Mary. Mr. Dr. Tang Hung, good afternoon. Yeah, it's very interesting about the presentation. In my understanding, it is a following up question from Mr. Ahmad from the first question. I saw here there is a changed behavior of the farmers in Vietnam. From their didn't aware about the technology, now they are working with using the smartphone, right? So my question, how long Vietnam develop these farmers become more aware about the technology, and what is the challenging at the moment to ensure this development of technology still running and more growth? That's all my question, Mr. Dr. Tan Hung. Thank you.
Yeah, that's very difficult question. Actually, you know that the shrimp farming is require a lot of money, financial. So for the normal farmer, they don't have enough money to apply technology. So we have to help the farmer to develop technology with the low cost. So in order so they can apply the system or the technology. But now is some technology the farmer cannot use because the cost is too high. And according to the Vietnamese government, they have the plan to develop a shrimp farming industry in Vietnam. So I think that in the next 5 years, the shrimp farm in Vietnam is developed very, very fast. You know that in our plan, in the next 5 years, almost every farmer or every Vietnamese will use a smartphone. The ratio of the smartphone using will be 100% in the next 5 years.
Enough, Mr. Jeffrey.
Thank you, Ms. Mary. What I understand is besides the cost is at the moment a little bit expensive to the farmer, but there is a roadmap of the Vietnam government to ensure this system growing up in the near future, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Dr. Tan Hung. That's all from me, Ms. Mary.
Thank you for your question.
Thank you. Any question? More? Still open for 2 more questions. From the floor, still any question? If not, I will.
Yeah, Ms. Mary, can I ask a question?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, Good afternoon, Mr. Trantung. It's really nice to speak and discuss with you. Yeah, I want to a simple question from me that as we know that Vietnam is almost the same condition with us, Indonesia. So based on the technology of 5G, I want to ask you about the is Vietnam ready with this 5G network? Because Vietnam consists of more than, if I'm mistaken, more than 50 provinces, yeah, and many areas they are still difficult to reach by the network. So my question is about what's your opinion or what is your point of view about your government regarding of this condition to the infrastructure to facing the 5G technology. Thank you very much, Ms. Mary.
Okay, thank you for your question. You know that we haven't applied, we haven't developed 5G technology in Vietnam. Now we just few days ago, we just built a testing system for the 5G, yes, and the system is now working very good. So maybe in the next year we will apply that 5G system for any city. But the ROS, I don't know the ROS map, the plan of the government, but it's still developed so slowly in Vietnam.
Yeah, I see. So the same condition, I think, in Indonesia, Mr. Trang Tang. Yeah, I see.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Yeah, Ms. Mary, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Harjanto. The last question, once more last question. If not, I will close it. Any questions still? No? If not, okay. Thank you, Dr. Tran Tan Hung, for your very wonderful presentation. Very nice. We can learn many things from this.
Thank you, everyone. Yeah.
Thank you. And thank you for all participants. After this, the fourth invited speaker. So today we have all the presenter invited presentation. So if there is no any question, now we are going to close the conference. Pak Tas, saya tutup sekarang. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, all participants. In the first International Conference on Management and Science, ICoMS 20, whose main theme is the application of management information system and high technology to fulfill the daily life satisfaction on the 5G society, we have learned a lot of knowledge from 4 invited speakers who have shared their interesting work. I believe that...
Suaranya nggak ada.
Suaranya nggak kedengaran?
Yeah, it's okay. Good.
It's okay. It's okay.
Good.
I believe that during this conference, all of us have obtained a fruitful discussion. Once again, on behalf of the committee, thank you for delivering such information material so that all of us can deepen our knowledge about management and science. Furthermore, I would like to thank all presenters and participants, especially invited speakers who have joined this conference from all over the world. Finally, I would like to thank all the committee members for organizing this conference and ensuring that it proceeded smoothly. I would also like to apologize for any inconvenience that you might experience during this web conference. I hope that you enjoy our web conference, and I do also hope that we can have this conference web again next year. So by saying Alhamdulillah, I will close this conference. Thank you very much. See you next time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prof. Sahin.
Thank
See
you.
in Jakarta someday.
Bye.
Thank you. Dr. Pawar.
Terima kasih Bapak.
Terima kasih semuanya.
Terima kasih semuanya.
Terima kasih
Bapak.
Selalu untuk kita semua.
Terima kasih. Terima kasih semuanya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Pengumuman buat partisipan, ternyata subscribe dapat sertifikat. Jadi Anda tidak perlu absen. Thank you.
Terima kasih.
Thank you very much for your nice presentation. And Dr. Pawar, Professor Sahin, thank you very much. See you someday. Okay.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih. Thank you very much.
Terima kasih. Tidak dipoto Bu Mary.
Ya.
Dipoto dulu.
Picture, wait. I'm taking picture, wait.
Foto dulu.
Foto di mana?
Wait.
Pak Sarwani. Pak Sarwani. Thank you very much. Pak Sarwani, how are you?
Potret.
Once more. Okay, thank you.
Hello everyone. Thank you.
Hati.
Semum Prof.
Atas Wanda, thank you very much.
Pak Yayan.
Madam Chair.
Tidak ada foto bersama ya Pak ya.
Sahim, thank you very much.
Thank you too.
Pak Yayan
Terima
di-unmute.
kasih.
Thank you very much, everyone. See you again next time.
Thank you so much for all.
Terima kasih.